Of course, we saw Manchester City celebrating their third title in a row with a 1-0 victory.
Is he wearing his pyjamas?
He's in his pyjamas.
Or is he going to play darts? Is it Bobby George in disguise?
How brilliant is that? Loving it. The celebrations afterwards, he was in the kitchen cooking steak as well, along with the chefs. Erling Haaland, of course, has been blockbuster since he made that move from Germany to England. Ian, overall, of all the teams that you've watched over the years, how close are Manchester City to being the best in England?
Pretty close, aren't they? I mean, particularly the form they've been in the last, 3 months or so, where they just keep on reeling off win after win and blowing Real Madrid away in the way that they did last week. I mean, they hardly gave the European champions a kick of the ball. So they are absolutely sizzling at the moment. But, you know, there have been a lot of good teams. It's very hard to compare eras because the game evolves as well and the way Pep Guardiola has evolved it. But I'd say this Manchester City team, I mean, they're right up there in the argument. But he's right. Pep's right. They've got to go and win the Champions League, I think, before we can bestow true greatness upon them.
Oh, that's a lovely segue. Let's just confirm Pep Guardiola's quote then, shall we? To be considered one of the greatest teams, we have to win the Champions League. Otherwise, it's not complete. That seems fair, Don?
Yeah. I mean, he is a genius. I can't stand it on social media when people call him a checkbook manager. I think he's a genius for what he's done everywhere. He's been at Barca, Bayern, and obviously at Man City. That's the third time he's won 3 on the spin. He's done it at Barca, done it at Bayern, now done it at City. Listen, he didn't invent a false nine, but he certainly, made it relevant. And I think over the last few years, then the inverted fullbacks, it's the way he plays. Also gone a little bit old school with Alvarez and Haaland, a big man, little man up front. So he's mixing it up a lot. But I tell you what, when you get to the business end of the season, I heard Carl Walker do an interview the other day about Gundogan saying he turns into prime Zidane with 2 months to go. I mean, 36 points from 36, just an absolute juggernaut.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.